Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and nice to see you again here. So I'm Roger. I'm from the Corporate Investment Department of Advantech. What we are doing every day is all about all kinds of investment of Advantech, including the minor share investment, joint venture, major share investment, or even MMA. So today I think I will share something new for you. This is the first time for me to be here, and I'm so pleased and thank you for giving me the chance. So I would like to introduce the investment strategy and ecosystem strategy of Advantech. Especially we have a new mission statement for the next 10 years of edge computing and edge AI. And I will also share some case studies that we invest and co-create with some of the startups around the world, and then you can take it as a reference that we can figure out that how we could engage in the future. So since this is 3 p.m. right now, so please relax and we can be more freestyle. We have good coffee and snack behind, so feel free that if you want to use it. And you can just raise your hand if you want to ask me any questions during my speech. Okay, I think maybe you already see these slides in this Computex that our chairman just announced that the new mission statement of Advantech from the IPC company to edge computing and edge AI company. So from these slides, you can see that the market potential is much larger, and we divide it into 5 major sectors as following. You can see these are 5, including the factories, energy and utilities, healthcare, and ICT and retail. And in the middle of these 5 sectors, you can see that we try to converge all common use technology into a platform. For example, machine vision technology is widely used in many sectors. For example, for the autonomous robots, it is a common use. So we just converge this kind of technology in the middle of these sectors. So based on this new mission statement and these 5 sectors, we need to redefine and enhance our investment strategy accordingly. So I will give you some introduction and update on our investment strategy. Okay, and I believe some of you already see this picture. This is a very brief illustration of all of our Advantech solution offerings, both including hardware and software. So you can see at the left side, there's all kinds of Advantech hardware offering. You already are familiar with it. And at the right side, this is our software offering, from the edge to the cloud. So you can see that from the original Edge Sync web access and the WISE-PaaS, WISE-IoT platform, we will keep improving and upgrading the version and the coverage and the functions. So you can see there are some many key core blocks in the software architectures. Okay, so this is the right side. And the upside, the screen is very high. Okay, so the upside, you can see many blocks that is a quite common use in different applications and sectors. For example, in all kinds of applications, you need to provide some kinds of monitoring and visualization. Or you need some digital twins, or right now it's very hot, the AI agents. And at the very top layer, you can see that we have applications in different sectors. For example, so for the smart factoring, for the energy management, etc. So this is a very brief and overall landscape of all of our product offerings. So based on these slides, we can just break down our investment strategy and we can define what kind of partners we want to invest and co-work with. So this is from the IoT analytics This is the reporting company, analytics companies we co-work with in these few years. And you can see that they provide a landscape talking about that. Right now it's the era of the integration and convergence between IT and OT. So right now, if you are an IT guy, you need to talk to the machines. And if you are an OT guy, you need to talk to the cloud. But the gap we found in the recent years, we found the gap is quite large. So right now, the IT and OT integration right now is a very key topics that we are looking for. So we need a lot of partners at this layer who can talk to the cloud and also talk to the machines. And this is another, we can see that for the industrial AI landscape, you can see that there's a lot of potential over here, but industrial plus AI is a big umbrella. It covers a lot of things. So you can see that they try to, this report try to break down 10 top applications at the right hand. Okay, so I just mark 4 major applications that right now is highly related to Advantech's offerings. And we also saw many partners in our ecosystem. Okay, so including, for example, including the third, the quality and inspection lead use cases. And the fourth is that right now AI is more and more measurable, and the users are trying harder to define the feasible ROI. Not only use AI, but they want to see the real outcome. So it's not only about the technology or the platform you are using. It's about what kind of pain point you are trying to solve. And the 8, Edge AI, this is the topic today. Edge AI may be the next big thing. In the past few years, AI happens majorly in the cloud, but right now, even including Jensen, they are trying to go deeper and deeper to the ground, to the edge, because the computing power is more and more powerful. So I will share more cases about edge computing. All the computing is at the edge, not in the cloud. So that will transform our computing architecture of the users, of our users. And the 9th is that domain-specific foundation models. So right now, most of the AI models are still more generic, for example, the ChatGPT. But for the industrial usage, the user they need a specific domain knowledge. So there are more and more demands and on the industrial, on the sector-specific AI models. But it's not easy, because you need to combine the AI technology and know-how with your domain knowledge. So it is not easy. It's a cross-domain collaboration of experts. So these are the few highlights I want to focus in my next slides. Okay, so based on the previous slides, that I want to just give you a first conclusion here is that how we could make the ecosystem of Advantech stronger and more effective, efficient. So this is what we talk in the corporate investment department, is that because for Advantech we are doing global business. Majorly right now we are selling hardware, but for all our colleagues, they need to talk to more and more software partners. And for many software applications, actually, most of them will focus on local market first. For example, there are so many companies who are providing inspection solutions everywhere. But for different manufacturers in different sectors and in different countries, they may have different workflows, different ROIs, different goods, or different cultures. So most of the software partners at the first stage, usually they will focus on their local market first. So we want to design a concept that could embrace that both global and local. both hardware and software. Okay, and the most important is that we could sell it to the end user. The user will be willing to pay for this kind of solution, and we can provide global support. So you can see that there are 3 circles over here. At the right side, right bottom side, the orange circle, these are our regional BU of Advantech. Because you know that for Advantech, we have different regional offices in different countries or regions. For example, in Korea, we have AKR. So this is a key part that to engage with all local partners, okay, because they can speak local languages. They know they manage local channel partners and system integrators, and they know how to engage with local customers. So this is the first circle. And the left one, the blue one, is more about the software, what we call the software provider, solution provider, which is the name domain solution here. So these are more local, just like I mentioned, local software partners who can engage with our local sales office. So just like those partners, you see the booths outside in the corridor. They are all our local partners who can engage with our hardware right now at the first stage, and they know the local demands and market of the end users. So they can interpret those demands into the solutions. The solution which includes these software solution and also Advantech solutions. Okay, so this is the second leg, the second circle. Sorry. The second circle, the domain solution. There's another big difference between this partner and Advantech is that typically these partners will own the domain knowledge. For example, they might be the experts in smart factories. They might be the experts in smart hospital or smart retail. Okay, so they can provide a lot of domain knowledge back to the Advantech. And for Advantech, we can try to provide more domain-specific products to these kind of products. Okay, so this is the second leg. And the third leg at the bottom, at the top, is those different, we call domain-focused system integrators. I believe you've ever heard these terms for many years. So, because no matter what kind of solution we integrated or we want to sell to our customers, because it involves a lot of domain knowledge. So eventually, we still need to rely on the domain-specific system integrators to integrate all kinds of hardware and software. And in the software right now, we have in the cloud, on the cloud, and also on the edge. So there are, just like my previous slides, there are more and more integration effort between the OT and IT. So we will rely more than ever on the domain-focused system integrators. So these 3 circles will constitute the local, that will be the 3 pillars for Advantech to build a very successful local ecosystems for edge computing and edge AI. Okay, and of course, edge AI is another thing because no one can expect that, for example, next month, what kind of new AI models will come out. The change is too fast, too rapid. No one can grab it on time, every time. So that's why the collaboration, the ecosystem becomes more and more critical and important. Even Advantech, we cannot just develop one kind of solution only by ourselves. It's impossible. It's impossible. And for the users right now, they are, just like the previous slides, they are not only looking for the technology or the platform. They are looking for the solution. What does solution mean? They already have a pain point in his mind, or they need to deal every day. So they need to buy something to solve the pain point. They are not buying something to provide a new technology only. No, they need to solve the problem. And they can see the outcome. They can convince their boss to invest. They can have a concrete ROI. Okay, so this is why we define this kind of strategy of ecosystem partners. So based on the experience in the past few years, we've ever tried a few investment models in the past. So I will spend more time on these slides. And any one of you, if you have any questions on any models, you can interrupt me and raise your hand. Okay. So we divide, based on the previous slides, we divided into two kinds of investment. One is to invest in system integrators. Another one is to invest in software companies, solution partners. So usually, we will invest the system integrators directly from Advantech. Because system integrators is not like those explosive growth company. Okay, it's a more stable growth, and it needs to integrate a lot of things, and it needs to service the customers. So we prefer to invest directly by headquarters. And in the other hand, for those very high growth startups, just like Movensis, just like the Node AI on the corridor, they can grow very fast. They can grab the big companies to try their solutions, and they need a lot of support from Advantech on the hardware, especially on the AI. So actually, for this kind of company, because there are so many startups right now, every day in the world, all over the world, especially in US, Europe, China, Japan, Korea. Okay, so at this part, we decided to use a venture capital fund to investment. Okay, so you can see that we have a name. This is a defined, I think it's already 4 and 5 years ago. We called it IIoT Ecosystem Fund, which means AI plus IoT. This is defined, I think it's already 5 years ago with our chairman. So based on this structure, right now actually we have two specific funds. You can see the first fund is Momenta Ventures at the left side. Sorry, the pointer is too small. You can see the green logo. So Momenta Partner is actually, it covers all the startups in US and Europe, the whole US and Europe. And based on the same structure, we also initiate another fund, the In Capital. In Capital is specifically in China, for China. Okay. So for these two funds, VC funds are, we call it dedicated fund. Dedicated fund means that Advantech is the only investor. We do not have other partners. These are all our money only. But we invest under the name of Momenta or In Capital. It's not under the name of Advantech. Okay, so this means only 1 minute. Time's up. Already? Are you sure? Already 20 minutes? Oh, sorry. I need to speed up. Okay, so already 20 minutes? Are you sure? Okay. So we use two venture funds to invest those startups, especially software. And the global brain is another venture fund only in Japan. So we want to leverage this fund to invest Japanese startups. Okay. So you can see that these are two different types of companies we invest. At the upside, they are mostly system integrators, invested directly by Advantech. And at the bottom side, they are all software companies related to edge computing and edge AI. Okay, so this is this slides. And in the next few slides, I will share 3 examples which at this part, and they are all providing vision, AI inspection solutions for different customers. But all 3 of them are providing different business models. This is quite important to engage with, to co-create with Advantech, because with different business models, actually we need to design different collaboration models, including how to win the sales order, how to charge the customer, and how to provide after service. Because these companies are usually subscription models, they are over the air, everywhere. So they can win the customers all around the world. But for Advantech, we are more like a box moving business. So how to engage together, we need to design the right business model. So this is the first company we invest already, I think it's already over 5 years. It's a Taiwanese company, Spingens. Okay, Spingens is a AI inspection solution companies. They provide a standard solution platform and use our MIC series to provide to the customers. So they are always included in Jensen Huang's presentation. So you can see that here. I use the rectangular, the red mark. So, but after our investment, we found that almost 99% of the AI inspection companies, they are doing projects. Even they claim they have a standard platform and they can let the customers to use AI technology very easy, but eventually their customer will still ask them to just sit in their factories and solve every problem as they demand. So the business model is still project-based. This is not what we want because project-based is labor intensive and you can only sit in one factories every day. So recently we try to adjust their business model from the project base at the left side to the right side to provide a real standard product solution combining their platform and our MIC. And then it comes out the LLM server for the customers. Okay, so actually this is their architecture of the software. So we hide all the details of AI and LLM. Because actually right now, no customer wants to know the details. Just like you use ChatGPT every day. You don't want to know how the ChatGPT generates the content. You just want to know the answer. So that's the same thing. The user wants to use LLM to do something, but not to learn the technology. So they try to provide the LLM server on-prem to the customers. So when a customer to buy their solution, this kind of solutions, they already have the hardware and their AI platforms, and the data scientists can test some AI models on it, and it also combines some of the fundamental management tools for the MIC, and also they also integrated with one of the portable AI NAND flash from another giant in Taiwan. So the models from the project base, they are still doing project. Especially NVIDIA want them to do the project because Jensen is selling solutions, so they want Spingens be their system integrators. But for Advantech, we are their investors. We want them to grow up faster, not based on the project, but on the product. So for this kind of product, then the business model becomes selling LLM server, not doing AI project only. So we name it Edge Star, which is a totally Edge AI hardware solution combining with software. Okay, I will skip these slides since I have limited time. So these are the spec. If you want to know the details, just come after me after the meeting. I will be near the snack. Okay, and this is another example. This startup is named Overview.ai. Overview is in United States, and there are 4 founders. 2 of them are from the battery production line of Tesla. So originally they are doing inspection of the battery pack in Tesla. So they found it is quite a lousy job to design the inspection systems for Tesla. So they decided to start up this company. So it's quite interesting is that I'm not sure how many people know that Advantech, we provide an industrial camera, which is named ICAM here at the right side. Okay, so at the front, this is a camera with 8 flashlights, and actually in the blue case, there's a Jensen chip inside that. So you can do AI trainings and inference, just use this camera. So this camera is a very typical example. Thank you very much. I will continue. Okay. This is a very typical edge computing example from Advantech. You can just train inference just in this camera. Even it will take a lot of time to do the first training. But you know, on the production line, you don't need to change the model quite often. So overview, just take our camera, the ICANN, and to rebrand, they just change the mark to become their camera. So they have their own brand camera, but basically it is Advantech. And their core competence is their AI models. And they just design all their AI models just based on this ICANN without any edge servers. Okay, so they can just sell the ICANN with their AI models to the customers. So what's the advantage? It will be very easy for the users, for the customers to adopt, because the only thing they need to buy is ICANN. This is the only thing. And ICANN is already ported with their AI models already. And they will update the AI models over the air. If they test the new models and they found that the new model will have better performance, they will just update over the air. So actually from their experience, actually the customer can decide to order within 1 month. And they can just make it go alive, maybe 2 weeks, very quick. And in some cases, they say that even the production line manager can decide to buy it. They can, because the budget is not they do not need a big budget to buy the camera. So it's quite easy for them to just use their budget to make the order and to do some tests. So actually, because they are from Tesla, so they are very good in automaker. So they have examples on like a windshield inspection, because the windshield is big enough for ICANN, and the inspection speed is not very high. Okay, so they have a lot of customers in automakers. Okay, these are all the wordings I can share with you later after the meeting. So for this model, it's quite important is that the customer they want to use AI inspection solution. They can just order and install by themselves. Or Overview can just go there and install very easily and then go live. And it is very easy to replicate to other production lines. So this is a second model of what we call Edge AI. Okay, the last one is Edge Impulse. You can see here the logo. We invest Edge Impulse, I think it's almost 4 years ago, and it is acquired by Qualcomm this year. So right now you can see there's one new embedded modules that combine with Qualcomm's chip and Edge Impulse that developed by our IIoT. So what does Edge Impulse do? 5 years ago, they tried to develop a tiny ML AI platforms for MCU level. So if you are using the ST, NXP, Freescale, that level of MCU, you can still onboarding the AI models, what we call tiny ML models on that. So they are designing those kind of software platforms for all those very low computing power MCU. Okay, and eventually they migrate their platforms onto Jetson platform and also Qualcomm platforms with higher computing power. But the most important is that their target audience are developers. They are just like Raspberry Pi or Arduino, okay, but still for industrial use. So for those developers, actually, if they are interested, they will check on their website and to see what chips they support. Then they can order the chip and the embedded board from Edge Impulse or the customers, and then which is already fully integrated with Edge Impulse. So for the data, for the AI engineer, what they do is not to writing code. is to use Edge Impulse platform, drag and drop to design the AI models and to test the performance and then onboarding. So actually they can, some developer using their technology, their platforms to doing some tracking rings for the cows on the field, on the white field, on the wild, or any other. So it's quite interesting is that last year they onboarding their solution onto our ICANN, not even notifying with our product department. So one day our product department gets some sales order from Australia, but this company is in US. So it's quite interesting is that no one expect that will happen, but this kind of model is a community of development model. You don't know where will be the developer come from. You don't know, but it will come everywhere, possibly. So the new customer comes from Australia, and then our product teams knows that, and to ask that, which customer is that, blah, 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 blah. So it's another business model with AI partners, because they are providing a platform, a pure platform base for developers. Okay, so you can see they also onboarding their platform onto the ICANN. But this is not only the case. They can onboard to any chips. So I think to summarize these three cases is that, just like I mentioned, they are all providing AI inspection solutions, but they are providing different business models. For Advantech, these are different partners we need to deal with, from the project base to product with the hardware to the developer community. These are all different things. So we want to engage more this kind of partners, especially if this partner you can cover a lot of different profile of developers or customers. It is highly welcome. Okay, so this is my today's presentation. Sorry for the delay. Thank you.